Hey guys, this is Spiritual at Heart Tarot and welcome back to another pick a card reading. Today we're doing a reading about what do I need to let go of. And for this reading we have three different piles. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. And I'm sorry for my dog snoring in the background, but I think you guys already know I have dogs. They're incredibly cute, but sometimes you'll hear them in the background. Now, let's get back to the reading. We have three different piles, and we have pile number 1 with this beautiful crow, and it's the 7 of Pentacles. And it comes with the pyrite crystal. Let me adjust that. There we go. The pyrite. Then we have pile number 2 with this flamingo. It's the King of Cups, and it comes with the beautiful lepidolite. Let me show you. There you go. And then we have pile number 3 with the lovers. There we go. And these, I think they are seahorses. And it comes with the rose quartz crystal. So what do you need to let go of? Pick the pile you feel most drawn to, or even if you'd like to, you can pick 2. And let's see what Spirit needs to tell you about what you need to let go. Hello, my lovely pile number 1. If you chose the 7 of Pentacles and the crow, this is going to be your reading. So let's talk about the 7 of Pentacles first. So with the question, what do I need to let go of? The 7 of Pentacles kind of shows us that you might be quite the hard worker, and that's not bad. Maybe me adjusting the crystal is some kind of perfectionist thing to do as well. So you might be quite a perfectionist as well. Like you like to work hard, you like to have things be just right. You might, try to keep adjusting things until they're just perfect. So I do see someone that's quite perfectionistic and works really, really hard. And there's nothing wrong with working hard, but it might be that there is a little bit of an imbalance, that you're not taking enough rest. You're just focusing on what you need to do and just keep on really working on that thing that you're doing. I just saw 111 in the monitor, so that might be significant as well. The crow is very intuitive. So you might be quite intuitive, but I think that sometimes you just don't fully trust your intuition. You have these 3 golden eggs laying here and you're just protecting them. So it might be that you feel overprotective of something. Maybe you're afraid to take risks because you're afraid that you'll lose these golden eggs. So an example could be that you have achieved something at work, maybe you have a high position at work, and now you're overworking because you're afraid to lose that position, or you're working towards a position. And okay, so my dishwasher just started moving again. I have to pause, I'll be right back. So where was I? I think about the position, like losing a position, really being focused on work, trying to achieve something, maybe being afraid to lose something. That's the energy that I'm seeing with this 7 of Pentacles and the crow. So let's take a look at your oracle cards first, or at least the first few. We have quite a lot to go through today, so let's take a look. So the first one we have is finances, money, and abundance. And to be honest, I did not look at any of these cards just yet, but I think it's very fitting that you have finances, money, and abundance. So it does look like your focus at this time really goes towards your finances, your money. Maybe you really keep a tight eye on what you spend. So it looks like Spirit needs to tell you that you might need to let go of that laser focus towards your finances and your money. It does seem like you're afraid to take risks, or that you have a fear of losing whatever you have right now, and maybe you're unable to even take a break every now and then. And I need to pause again because my dog is drinking water, and I think you might not be hearing me properly, so be right back. Okay, she's finished drinking her water. Let's continue. So I feel like you're very focused on your goal. You're really working towards more finances, and that's a great thing. But sometimes you need to recognize when it's time to rest, or when it's time to maybe try something new. And I do feel for you it might be difficult to do that because you're afraid that you will lose everything that you've built. Let's see what else we have. Oops. So we have reframe, and let me bring it up a little bit closer. So we have to express in a different manner, to redefine something, to change something from destructive to constructive, and to re-establish meaning. So again, we can see that you might need to readjust some things in life. There is a need to maybe go about it in a different manner. Like we said, to express things in a different manner. So you might be used to doing something a certain way, and there's a need to change that, to make it more efficient. But for most of you, or I think for all of you, you might be so used to doing something a specific way that has kind of worked. It might be quite slow, but it works for you. And you're afraid to change it because you're afraid that if you change it, it won't work anymore. Like I said, you lose all the progress that you've made. But I feel like there's a leveling up happening. And because you're so afraid to make adjustments, you're holding back that leveling up. Like you're staying stuck in the first gear of a car instead of like moving it over to the next gear. I think that's the energy that I'm seeing. So your finances are improving, or they could be improving more if you just try and make those adjustments, and maybe even take the rest when you need it, because just working hard all the time will only drain your energy. Let's see what else we have. So we have understanding. Let me readjust that. There we go. Understanding. So what I'm seeing here with understanding is that you might know what to do. You have that deeper understanding, especially with the crow being here. Your intuition is very clear. So your intuition is trying to guide you to make some changes. But at the same time, you're not putting that into action because of that fear of losing, or that fear of not getting what you've been working for all this time. But this understanding, it will really help you forward if you let it. We also have connected. Oh, it's a beautiful tree, and I'm sorry, my dog is starting to play in the background. She's quite active at this time. Normally she's sleeping, but now she's just acting crazy, I guess. So maybe I do need to pause and get back when she's a little bit more quiet, but I feel like I just need to continue. Maybe that's something significant for you. Like if something happens in your life trying to slow you down, you won't let it slow you down. And I think that that's something you need to let go of. Maybe you need to let go of that need to always push through. You might need to take a step back every now and then in order to take a bigger leap forward. With connected, like I said with the crow, you are very intuitive. You are connected to the divine, and these intuitive hits that you're getting, you need to learn to trust them. Because at this time, you listening to your intuition is really holding you back from growth. And again, with this tree can only grow if it's deeply rooted. And it grows when it needs to grow. It goes with the cycles of the seasons. And just like a tree, we also go through seasons. And some seasons we just need a little bit more rest. Some seasons we have a lot of energy. The summer is all about energy and working, or just enjoying life. But in the winter time we have less energy, and you might need to take a little bit more rest, have a little bit more sleep. But there is a need to listen to your intuition and trust that it won't hold you back on your career. Let's see what else we have. So these are some tarot cards. We have Strength. And for the tarot cards, I'm just going to put them down first. So we have Strength. Let me adjust them a little bit so you can see all the cards. Again, that perfectionist tendency. I'm not judging. I have it too, so that's okay. But usually it's not that big with me. We also have the King of Cups. So we see him balancing 2 cups, but really looking at one of them. We have the 4 of Swords. And we have the 6 of Cups. Let me adjust them one more time. We have to put them higher, right? There we go. I thought I'd have enough space, but clearly I don't. And that's not the best, but it'll do. So let's talk about these cards now. We have Strength. So you are such a powerful individual. You have the strength to pursue whatever you want. You can keep on pushing towards this career or this creative pursuit that you really want to do. Like, this might be that you're an athlete and you're really, really pushing yourself. This might be about your career, that you want to start a business and you're really, really pushing through. And Spirit is here to tell you, like, we recognize that you hold this much strength, but you do need to recognize when this strength doesn't help you. Like, sometimes it's not worth it to push through at this time. Spirit is trying to slow you down for a reason. Sometimes you need to slow down to integrate some lessons or to just rest. So there is a clear message for you to just trust that if you feel like resting, take that rest. If you feel like having some fun, have some fun, because most of you are not having enough fun in their lives. I feel like you're so goal-orientated that maybe the only thing you see at this time is this goal. And to be honest, I've been there. I've been in the phase of like, I really wanted to become a bodybuilder. And the only thing I saw at that time was like, I've got to get onto that stage. I got to perform. Even though I had zero energy, I had no fun in my life. The only thing I did was train, eat, and sleep, and work. And the amount of sleep increased. The amount of tiredness increased. And at the end, what did I get? I got a plastic trophy. I mean, I was happy that I could show myself like the work I put in. I got a reward. I looked good. And I got a trophy. But at the same time, my energy was dwelling and I felt like crap, like most of the time. And it's not all about the end goal. It's about appreciating the journey and the time that you have here on earth. And I feel like for some of you, that joy that you had when you started this journey, this pursuit of your goal, that joy has kind of left the building. It's not really there anymore, or at least not the way it was. And maybe by taking some rest, that would really help you draw in that joy again. And just that fun, maybe even more creativity would come along. So that's it with strength. It was quite a long message for just the strength card. But let's continue with the other cards. We also have the King of Cups. And like I said, this King of Cups is looking at one of the two cups. And the King of Cups is very emotionally balanced. And that's what it should show. But at the same time, although he's holding the cups, like he's holding the cups at the same height. So it's like they're both as important. Like my work life and fun is just as important. Like my goals and my home life, they're just as important. But do you see, he's just looking at one of them. Life is about both. So you have to look at both. You have to pay attention to both. So maybe for yourself, take a look at yourself. Like, where am I investing in at this time? Am I investing in the end goal? Or am I investing in everything else that makes life so much fun and joyful? And maybe you have animals. We see a lot of cats here. Maybe you have a lot of animals. But at this time, you don't really look at them because you're so focused at work. Like every time they come up to you while you're sitting at your laptop, you're just like, no, go away, I don't have the time. Maybe you should take like 5 minutes just to hang out with them. Like just give them a hug, like give them a little pet. It doesn't have to be like 2 hours, but 5 minutes won't hurt you. It'll bring you more joy. It will give you less stress. It'll give you a little break from just being so focused and dedicated. It'll give you a little surge of energy as well, because just connecting with others can give you a lot of joy. But there again, it's the same message. You gotta look at both. It's important to have attention for the both of them. So 1111 on the monitor. But I feel like what you need to let go of is this, I don't want to say obsession because it sounds terrible, and if it's something you're passionate about, it's not a bad thing, but it's like a laser eye focus, and instead of a laser eye, it should be a little bit more of a softer focus. So there is just a need to be more present in the moment, taking a break when you need it, like just soften that focus. I think that's the thing that you need to do, and letting go of that severe focus, I guess. Now we have the Four of Swords. So as I talked about the King of Cups, we have the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is all about rest. It's all about taking time out, even to reflect or just to hang out with your cats. If you don't have cats, it might be your dog, it might be your parrot, it might be your snake, it might be your friends, it could be anybody. Or your children, maybe you see your pets as children, I know I do. But like I said, there is a need to take a break every now and then. There is a need to find joy in other things than just this severe focus on your big goal that you have. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with really pursuing a goal. But it's important to loosen that focus and look at all the other great things that there are in life as well. So you won't feel as impatient as well. Because I did feel a sense of impatientness with getting towards this end goal. So it might be necessary for you to take those breaks and start enjoying other parts of life as well. And once you start enjoying all the aspects of life, this end goal that you're working towards, and you will achieve that end goal, but it won't feel as like a long journey, because you'll fully enjoy this journey and you'll have a lot of companions on the way. It'll be so much more fun to get towards this goal if you fully enjoy the road. Now we also have the Six of Cups, and with the Six of Cups, it's quite different from the usual depiction of the Six of Cups. In the Rider-Waite, we see a big child giving the smaller child a cup. In this one, we see someone sitting and just having all these cups surrounding them, but as you can see, they're all alone. So it might be that the Six of Cups talks about your past, And I feel like you have felt alone in the past. Maybe you're still feeling quite alone. But there is something about your past that maybe caused you to think in a certain way. Like there might be something might have happened that now you feel like the thing that you need to focus on in order to feel okay is this end goal. It's like, if I just stop right now, these things from the past will come back to me. If I just lay it down for now, maybe all the anxious thoughts will come back in about my past. So I feel like for most of you, there is a need to take a rest and to accept that there might still be some healing needed. And I think this healing will really help you clear blockages and will help you bring in these finances a lot quicker, or your end goal a lot quicker. Again, my other dog is now starting to drink. Be right back. Okay, he's finished now. And I must be honest, normally I'm not that bothered by disturbances. And usually they don't disturb my readings that much. But at this time, I'm starting to feel a little frustrated that I have to pause all the freaking time. So that might be your energy as well. Like you're sick and tired of all the time you're doing something really focused that someone's pushing that pause button. So maybe that's a message that whenever this comes up, you really need to take a break, really need to let go of the focus on whatever you're doing and start just doing something else. Maybe whenever this happens, it's time to eat some food. Like just have your lunch, because some of you are so focused on your goal that you forget to eat. Or maybe it's whenever that happens, it's time to grab a drink. Like go to your fridge and just grab a can of whatever you're drinking. I mean, I prefer diet sodas. If you want, you can drink water, you can drink tea. But don't be too strict with yourself. Don't be too harsh. Like I said, I feel like you guys are quite the perfectionists, and you feel like, for example, if you need to drink, you have to drink water because everything else is not that healthy. But drinking a diet soda is fine. It's not that bad. You're putting in so much work on yourself, on whatever your goal is, that cutting yourself some slack is not that bad, to be honest. Like drinking a Coke, if it's a 0 one, it won't do you any harm. And if you enjoy it more than water, then go for it. But something in your past maybe has caused you to think otherwise. Like something in your past caused you to be more perfectionistic, maybe not just giving yourself breaks, like you didn't allow yourself to have breaks, or maybe someone else didn't allow you to have breaks. But this past is gone now. It has been for a long while, because as you can see, like she's far away from home. So you're safe now. You're in a safe place now. You can decide for yourself what you want. And nobody is gonna tell you what to do. You have the power over yourself. So if you feel like you need to take a break and your intuition knows it, they're very clear on that, do it. If you feel like you need a snack, do it. If you want to go for a walk, do it. There's nothing wrong with that. So that's the message from the tarot cards. Now we have a few oracles left. So let's see what the oracles have to say. So the first one is focus on the positive with new moon in Sagittarius. So with this card, I'm getting that this pause button that someone keeps pushing, it's frustrating. I know, I get that. Especially if you have this big goal that you can't wait to achieve. But see it as a positive. This break gives you the time to enjoy your cats, to hang out with your kids, to make some food that you really enjoy. So try to see the good things about these pauses that are brought to your life. Let's put it right here. Let's see what else we have. We have reveal what needs to be seen with the last quarter moon in Scorpio. With this card, I think that it's coming back to that message that we saw with the Four of Swords. Like, you might be afraid to take a rest. because maybe fears from the past are coming back up, or something else that you've pushed away, it will come back up. And you might be fearful of that coming up. By the way, dog drinking again, 1 second. But see that as an opportunity as well. So taking that rest and these fears being brought up, they will help you. Because once you face those fears, sorry, that was my dog bumping into the camera. Oh, I'm really starting to get a little bit annoyed, and I'm trying to stay calm. But whenever these things come up to be healed, once you've healed them, it'll bring in a lot of new, fresh energy, new opportunities. Just unblocking these blockages, these fears, these clumped up energy bits in your energy field. Once they're removed, you will flow so much easier, and you being more in flow with life will help you bring in your goals, your finances, and it'll just help everything move along a lot easier. Now let's see what else we have. We have Attune to the Divine with New Moon in Pisces. So like I said, with the crow, you are clearly very intuitive. We also saw that with the Connected card. And I think we saw it somewhere else as well, but I'm not sure anymore. But anyway, attune to the divine. By taking that rest, by releasing your focus for a little bit. It doesn't have to be that you forget about your end goals. I mean, that's impossible. We're not expecting you to do that. But by releasing some of it, you give space for the divine to communicate with you and for that intuition to come in, to get these psychic messages, and they will help you. It will show you what to do next. It might even give you a solution that at this point, because you're working so hard and you're just keep on repeating what you always did, you're not finding your way forward. But if you take that break, Spirit can actually give you some advice. They can just sneak in a little message that might have you open up a new opportunity, or it will open new doors. It'll inspire you. It'll give you a new way of thinking, a new way of seeing things. But that can't happen if you're so focused on something that there is no rest to receive the messages that they're sending. It's like they're trying to send you a lot of messages, but you're not in a state of acceptance. You're not in a not in acceptance, but more of not in a receiving state. And this rest, or this period of playing with the dogs, taking a walk, whatever this Four of Swords looks like for you, that will be the state that you can receive your divine messages, the messages from your guides. So try, I know I've repeated it quite a lot, but try to take a rest every now and then, because you will be amazed what will be revealed to you when you take that rest. We have find a balance. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't have to be one way or the other. It doesn't have to be do nothing or working very hard. It's all about balancing your life. It's all about enjoying both things, the best of both worlds, not just looking at the end goal. With the King of Cups again, we see that message of balance. I do love your reading, guys. We have 3 more cards to go, so let's see what we have. So we have Leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. With this message, and my other dog is drinking again, so I hope, I'm just gonna try and continue. We'll see if it's too loud or not. But with Leap, we're seeing that Spirit is trying to tell you, like, try it in this way, try something new, try to go about it in a different way. Try it out, and if it doesn't work out, we will have your back. You cannot fall back down to where you came from. We will have you. There will be like a little, what's it called, net at a certain level so that you can't fall deeper than that. Don't worry. You will never get back to the place where you were as a younger person. I don't know at what age the Six of Cups might have been. Like that situation that you're fearful of. Maybe you've lost a lot of money like a few years ago, and you're afraid that if you take a break now, you'll get back to that place. But that's not true. Spirit has your back. You can make adjustments. And by the way, I just saw 444 on my screen. That is all about stability, creating stability for yourself. So trust that you have created enough stability for yourself, that it's okay now to take that break, to release that grip a little bit on your finances or on this work life that you have. You don't have to overwork anymore to get enough, to have enough. We also have awakening. Let me show you. We have energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. So yeah, your eyes have been opened. I think that you have had this message to change things. All there's left to do is take that leap of faith and make that adjustment. But at this time, you might just be very afraid to make those adjustments because you're afraid to fall back into old patterns, or you're afraid to fall back into this deep level of despair that you've once been into. But trust me, Spirit is telling us that that's never gonna happen again. They have your back. You have learned those lessons. You have integrated those lessons. All there is to do now is take that leap of faith and make the adjustments required to really rise up. We can see you lifting. You're leveling up, and you're welcoming in more abundance. You're welcoming in more fun, more happiness, more joy. But the first thing you have to do is don't be afraid to make those changes and try and get that balance in your life. Because at this time you might just feel super drowned. And the last message we have is one of these Lemuria Oracle cards. I have been using them in my last readings. I really enjoy them. And you have one with a lot of animals in it. So obviously you might have pets, or you like spending time with animals. That is another message, maybe, to enjoy nature, to enjoy the company of your pets. But let's see what it says. We have furred and feathered friends. Animals are intuitive, sacred beings and the wisdom keepers of many earth traditions. They are some of our most loving companions and have much to teach us. Yet the treatment of some species is appalling. As our empathy expands, we see other beings and the quality of their lives as interconnected and equal to our own. We may be inspired to align our actions with our compassion, to minimize the harm we do to the planet and her inhabitants. This card also signifies energetic bonds. You may have a greater awareness of the wisdom of the animals you encounter and their meaning for you. So I do get the message that you have a spirit animal that's trying to communicate with you. This might be your own animal companion, your cat, your dog, your parrot. Maybe you want to check out one of my previous readings about what your pet wants to tell you. It might just be that there are a lot of animals that keep showing up in your life, and that animal, if you look it up, it'll have a significant message for you. So just in general, keep an eye out for pets, animals. Whenever you take the time out to enjoy yourself, to take a rest. Because at this moment, you're not even seeing these animals because you're so focused on your end goal. So that was the last message for you. I hope it resonated. If it did, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of my videos, you can always subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell to get notified. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'm sorry for my dogs being so loud at this time, like all the disturbances. But I feel like that should have just been part of your message, and I do think that you will realize that pretty soon. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye guys! Hello my lovely pile number 2. If you chose this flamingo, the King of Cups, or the Lepidolite, this is going to be your reading. So let's talk about this specific King of Cups and what you need to let go of. So the King of Cups is quite the emotional king. So they are very in touch with their own emotions. They're very in touch with emotions in general. Now, with this King of Cups specifically, when we think about a flamingo, they eat prawn. I believe they eat prawn or just some specific crustacean, and they have a very specific color, as we all know. They eat pink crustaceans, and when they eat them, the flamingo turns pink themselves. So what I'm seeing here is someone that eats a lot of other people's opinions, other people's feelings, stuff like that. And I feel like the thing you need to let go of is taking all of that in, because clearly it does affect you quite a lot. And as we can see with this flamingo, the flamingo is nice and balanced. He's balancing on one leg and he holds his cup sturdy upright and everything's fine. But with what you need to let go of, we can get the message that you're just absorbing so much from other people that it kind of brings you out of balance. And the King of Cups is supposed to be balanced. And this message was also coming through in this leg that we're seeing here. So he looks quite comfortable. But to me, it seemed like he was just lifting up that foot. So he's standing in a puddle, or he's standing in a body of water. But it's like, ooh, it's cold, or oof, that's hot. And he needs to remove his leg to get back into balance. So what this might look like is like the emotions of other people. If they are this water, you might to remove a part of yourself, or just remove some of your energy from this situation to stay in balance. So that's the main message that I'm seeing for you guys. Like, there is a need to keep your energy a little bit more with you. Every time you are a very gentle soul, you are very intuitive, you have a strong emotional connection with others, and that's beautiful. But there is a big but. Don't drown yourself in other people's sorrows, because eventually, I know that's something that a lot of people might think is hard, but or it's not very nice, but they chose their own path. They are choosing their own battles. They're choosing their own struggles. You don't have to worry about what other people are doing. You don't need to get involved in their drama. That's what I'm seeing here with this King of Cups. Let me try and rephrase that. So the best way for you to stay balanced is to not get involved in other people's drama. It's like, not my monkey, not my circus. That's the message. Like, if someone is coming to you with a lot of drama, like they have a lot of issues in their life, and you're feeling quite good, if they start blasting you with all that information and you're fully open to it, you're fully accepting their message, and you have a lot of compassion for them. Having compassion is a good thing, but having too much compassion will actually deplete you and your energy. So be mindful of that. Don't let your energy be drowned by people's struggles, because keep in mind, they chose these struggles. They might not realize that at this time, but you cannot change their situation. You can offer them like some help, but if you realize that this person is not listening to it or not changing their ways, it's not up to you anymore, and it's time to lift that foot up and just set a healthy boundary. So that's your main message with this King of Cups. I'm gonna put it right here. Now let's take a look at your oracles, and we have quite a few. So let's see. The first one we have is forgive, to neutralize guilt, to make peace, to practice compassion, to let go, and to set yourself free. So again, forgive yourself if you are getting too involved in someone else's drama. Don't feel guilty for them. Don't feel guilty in their place. Don't absorb their energy. Stay in your own lane, stay in your own energy. You can have that compassion. That's great. But you need to know when it's time to let go or when to set that boundary so you can actually set yourself free. And by the way, I did not check these cards beforehand, and I always love how great they come with the messages that I'm already getting intuitively. We also have guide, to teach, to educate, to coach, and to enlighten. And yes, I'm definitely seeing that you have a great role in people's life. You're great at helping them, guiding them through troubles. So that's a very good thing. But you are not supposed to solve their problems. You can offer them advice, but it's their lesson and you're just there to guide them through. You're not there to fix it for them. You're not there to change their minds. Just let them figure it out because it's their lesson to learn. It's the lesson they chose for this time of their life. We also have belong. So we do see a lot of birds already. Maybe birds are significant for you. But with belong, I think that you might feel a great sense of belonging, of you're trying to fit in with the rest of the group. Maybe you being able to give them comfort, listen to them, feel their feelings for them, gives you a sense of I'm part of the group. They like me, they want to spend time with me, and that's a good thing. But then again, be mindful that they're not taking advantage of your kindness and that you're just there to like emotion dump. What's it called? Emotion dump? I'm not sure. But it's like they're just using you to make themselves feel better. And I think that might be quite an eye-opening thing. It might, I don't know how this information comes to you. It might cause some turmoil within, like maybe you're like, well, but I'm just helping and I don't, why would you say that? But yeah, so I'm sorry if it's harsh, but the people that truly love you, the people you belong with, they will not use your kindness or they won't see it as a weakness. They won't take advantage of you. They will appreciate you and it will be balanced. As we saw with balance, it will be an even give and take. So they're not dumping information on you or they're not dumping their issues on you, but it's an even balance. Like you can tell them things and they are open to receive your things. They respond to you, whatever you have to say, and they truly listen. And then you can give them that same energy back in return. But I feel for most of you that the people that we're talking about are people that are just dumping all their information and they're not open to listening to you. They're just so self-absorbed in their own life that they're not paying attention to what's happening with you, because if they knew how much it affected you, whatever they were telling you, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. It's all about balance, and at this moment it feels like you're just taking on everybody else's emotions and trash, and yeah, that's something you need to let go of. So sometimes it's just good to have that healthy boundary, and I think that you guys really need that because it's depleting your energy. We also have now, and we have this beautiful peacock. So even more birds, a beautiful bird nonetheless. So I feel like this message is that it's your time to shine now. It's your time to catch all the attention. It's your time to be listened to. It's your time to be like hugged and just feel seen. And I feel that at this time it's not really happening because you're fully focused on these other people that you need to help. And I mean, helping them might give you the feeling that they like you and that they care about you, but at the same time they're being quite selfish, just dumping on information on you and not listening to you. It's time for you to feel seen. It's time for you to feel heard. So it's time to set those healthy boundaries and to take a good look at the people that are surrounding you, what people are giving you that same energy back, what people are actually listening to you. Pretty clear message today. Let's see what else we have for you, pile number 2. So these are some tarot cards. We have the moon. And let's see if you guys can see all the cards if I put them like that. So we have the moon. We have the King of Wands. So we have the King of Cups and the King of Wands. So there are big energies. And we see a lot of passion and a lot of emotion. We also have the Four of Cups with 1 cup spilled and 3 cups standing upright. And this cute little cat. We have the Knight of Crystals. And we have one more. You guys got an extra card, and the card we have is Justice. Oh wow, that's beautiful. So I'm gonna put the Justice like over the King of Cups because I don't have any other place to put it. Maybe we'll remove it later, but let's keep it there for now. So what does this mean? What does it have to tell us? Like, oops, sorry. So with the moon, something is going to be revealed. There is like some kind of secret that needs to be seen, or there is something that needs to be illuminated, something that's in your shadows, or something, like I said, I feel like this message that I'm delivering to you right now is very eye-opening. It might be something that you did not realize. Like, this was something you were doing unconsciously, and now we're putting it in the conscious part of your mind. Like, once you start looking at who's actually there for me, or who's actually taking advantage of me, like, what are they doing to me? Are they only talking to me when they need help, or are they also talking to me about the good things in life, or are they also asking about me? That's the thing that we're seeing with the moon. Now with the King of Wands, I feel like you can be quite passionate, and the King of Wands is someone that's very passionate and they have control over their passion, and they go straight forward towards their goals. But this King of Wands is looking both ways, and instead of looking at their passion. So what I feel like is that, again, you're giving away your energy. This passion, this energy, this vital energy that we're seeing here, you're looking away. Why are you looking away? Because you're distracted. Distracted by all these people that are just bombarding you with information that has nothing to do with you. They're not listening to your advice. They're not listening to what you have to say. But at the same time, it is depleting your energy. And the Four of Cups also talks about that there is something you're not seeing. Spirit is trying to show you something, but you're not seeing it. So again, we see the same energy of, like, there is one spilled cup and you are drawn to that negativity. You're drawn to the thing that's not going well, or drawn to someone else's drama. I feel like this is not even your own cup. It's just like your life is going pretty well and you have this beautiful passion, but you're so distracted with all the negativity coming in from other people. And you're giving away your energy by just focusing on these people and their dramas. So keep in mind that once you're able to let go of whatever these people are making you feel, or just that need to help them, they can help themselves. You can guide the way, but they have to help themselves. But once you're able to let go of that a little bit, set that healthy boundary, I think that you will find that there are a lot of new opportunities, things that you're unable to see now, especially with the moon. The Four of Cups as well, we see another moon. And the Four of Cups usually talks about an offering that you're not seeing from the divine. So clearly, if you implement these changes, I think that you will rediscover a part of yourself. And instead of looking both ways at other people, you're starting to look within. And you will find out what you truly like. If you're unsure what you like right now, maybe you'll find it out then. And you'll be able to let go of other people's opinions as well. Because I feel like you might be a little bit of a people pleaser, especially with the belong card as well. Like you're always trying to fit in, trying to belong. And that's okay. Don't judge yourself for that. I mean, it's only what you've been taught over the years that you need to do a specific thing to belong. But now it's actually time to take care of yourself, to look at yourself, to deal with your own drama and your own issues and your own struggles. Because as long as you're focusing on other people, there is no room to work on yourself. And we also have the Knight of Crystals. To me, this indicates that it might be a slow process, because the Knight of Crystals is slow and steady. So know that although it might be a long road, it might not be an overnight shift, it might not be an overnight change, but you see what you have to do now. You see, like we said, it was in the shadows before, but now you know. And once you figured that out and you keep an eye on what's happening around you, you will be able to move forward. And I think that your energy, your energy, you are going to reclaim that energy, and it's very precious. As we can see, it looks like she's holding something very precious to her. And I think that that precious thing is your soul. It's like your core energy. You will have your energy be restored. You'll have that balance back in your life. You will have the energy to follow your pursuits, your passions, to do whatever you love. But you have to take in consideration what people are worth being around, because a lot of people are draining your energy at this time. And you have to do yourself justice. We have the Justice card right here. You deserve justice. You deserve to be looked at. You deserve the attention that you crave. You're not supposed to be someone that walks after other people that would not do the same for you. You deserve to shine. You deserve to be that peacock. You're beautiful just the way that you are. And you deserve to have friends that see that aspect of you, that want to listen to you, that want to spend time with you. Not just because you help them with things, but just the way that you are. They like your company. They want to do fun things with you. That's the kind of people that you deserve. And I feel with the Four of Cups that once you let go of these people that are really not serving you, not doing you any good, these people might want to come, these new people will come in, and these people will be more aligned with who you are and who you are becoming, slow and steadily. So that was it for the tarot cards. It's time to take a look at some more oracle cards. So the first one we have is Open Up to Change. Oh wow. I love how this goes with the rest of the reading. Open up to change. So don't be afraid to make changes in your connections. Don't be afraid to respond in a different way than you're used to. Especially with these friends. It's time to really set those boundaries. Be clear with them. Like, I understand your life is tough. I'm giving you advice, but you're not listening. It's time to, like, be more confident. Be that King of Wands. The King of Wands is very confident. And the Peacock as well. They know what they're worth. So, know what you're worth and act on it. Or work on your self-esteem until you know what your worth is. And be open to that change. And be open to new people in your life that actually are more aligned. Don't be afraid of meeting new people or doing something that you're not used to. because making these small little changes will go a long way. And I think with the Knight of Crystals, you will meet people that will be in your life for a very long time. But first you have to release these people that are really not helping you out at this time. We also have Think It Through, New Moon in Gemini. So with this card, I do get the idea that you don't want to do it too hastily. So don't just cut everybody off or lash out at people, especially with this Knight of Crystals as well. Like, you don't have to do it overnight. It's not an overnight type of thing. Think it through. And also, like, think it through when it comes to those people. Like, don't just have one thing happen and just be like, okay, no, they gotta go. That's not the energy we're seeing. It's like the people that are always taking advantage of you. Those are the people that have to go. But if you make a change, you respond in a different way, it might invite them to see you in a different light, and it might also change your connection with this person. So if they're acting a certain way right now, it doesn't immediately mean they have to go. If you respond in a different way, they might be able to change as well. So think it through. Think about how you're going to respond the next time this happens. And look at how they respond to you, because it's not only an opportunity for growth for you, it's also an opportunity for growth for them. You're both learning, but you have to be the person that does it first, I guess. I think that you are just at a state that you might have had enough, and it's time for this big change. We also have Trust All Will Be Well with New Moon in Virgo. So obviously, me talking about just ditching people out of your life can be very scary. I get that. And letting go of people that you've been friends with for a very long time is scary, because what if you won't find anybody else? What if you're left alone? I mean, that's a scary thing to think about. I just saw 2222 on the monitor. That might be significant. So yeah, another synchronicity. But trust all will be well. Trust that new people will come in if you need to make a decision to let someone else go. And trust that whatever you feel inclined to do is the best move to make. Trust yourself. You have learned so much already. You have grown so much already. You can handle this. You can do this. You are up-leveling yourself at this time. Also have Embrace the Flow of Life. So yeah, some people are not meant to be in your life forever. Life is always an up and down hill. It's always changing. Connections are always changing. So sometimes you grow apart. Sometimes you come back again. Sometimes some people cross paths maybe once and then they stay together forever. Other people, they have to release someone first and then later in life they'll get back. So trust that whatever happens, once you implicate these changes, are for the better. They are here to help you. They will bring in more joy. They will bring in more happiness, more energy. And if that means someone has to leave your life that was a very good friend up until now, or at least up until like a few months ago, so be it. Someone better will come back. And if you have to have a time that you're a little more lonely, you have a little less friends, that's okay. That's a great opportunity to get to know yourself. Because I feel with you always looking at other people, you might not even truly know who you are. And that's a great place to start, because now you can get to know yourself a little bit better. And you can see what you like, and what you can try new things, and you can meet new people while trying new things. What a great opportunity is that? Nothing to be scared about. The first step is the hardest step. But once you get going, when you discover this light, you'll want to keep on going. You want to really discover yourself, and you will find a lot of aspects within you that you didn't even know you had. Ooh, did you see that fly? Flies are a sign of transformation, so this clearly means that you are transforming. I think that the fly is on the judgment card in this deck down below, so maybe that is significant as well for you guys. Like you're going through a rebirth process. The fly, they are shedding its old skin, and so the new one can come up. Like you are going through a rebirth. You're up leveling. Sometimes you have to let go of a lot of things in order to bring in those new things. We also have Dance with Life, more about flow. So do something to change your energy. Yeah, like we said, at this time, by communicating with certain people, your energy is being drained. Maybe you want to start dancing, you want to go to a dancing class, or maybe you like running and you'd like to go running with a group. It could be anything, but like whatever you're curious about, that's a good place to start. And just try it out. If you don't like it, you can try something else. But it's a great way to meet new people, and it's a great way to find yourself and to find out what you like and don't like. Let's see what's next. We have Align Your Life. What is not aligned and needs to change? Yeah. So clearly there are some people in your life that are not really aligned with you anymore. You have already changed so much, and maybe you have just grown apart. Maybe there are other things in your life. They don't have to be people that you're not really aligned with anymore. So for me, for example, I used to work out 6 times a week. And somehow it did not feel as good anymore. It's not as fun anymore. So now I'm here trying to find something else to do. And we recently got a new puppy, and I'm spending a lot of time with them and having a lot of fun at home instead of spending all those hours in the gym. So maybe it is time for a change, and just see where it leads you, because it will definitely lead you to a better place. Spirit won't leave you feeling bad about yourself. You will get to know yourself, you will have more energy, you will learn to fully enjoy your life. And okay, changing life might be scary, but just trust that something better is waiting for you. The last card, oops, I flipped it already, but the card is one of the Lemuria Oracle cards. It's the last card for you guys, and I think it's beautiful. We also have the dragonfly over here, and the dragonfly rises from the mud, so they rise from a very, very rough situation, unable to see. It's like a butterfly transformation, but like rougher, because of the mud. They had to put in a lot more effort to come up and to fly out. So it does look like you had a specifically hard journey so far, but it's time for you to become this beautiful dragonfly and to rise up to the light. So let's see what it means, what it says. We have Heart Chakra, unfurling back to love. This chakra card represents love in its many forms. It reminds you that everything in life can unfold into love or fear. When unfurled back enough, the foundation of all you seek lies in the universal desire and right to feel love and be loved. Love heals. God is love. This is the force that will change the world. Have compassion. Expand your awareness and heart-centered radiance for all beings on the planet. Encapsulate Earth in loving compassion. Bask in the blissful feeling of the planet, in all of its perfect balance, loving you back. Oops, and my camera decided not to really focus. I'm sorry for that, but I'll show you now so you can see. So your heart chakra is opening up, or it's wanting to open up. We have this beautiful green card. So it's time to recognize your own love and see that you are a beautiful soul and that you are so loving and gentle. And it's just time to see like what people are. So where was I? My SD card was full, so I had to send it back to my phone, and it took quite a while. So what I wanted to say about the heart chakra is that your heart chakra really wants to open. It wants to share its life with other people. You want to share your love with other people, your energy with other people. But as we know, your energy cannot be shared with people that are not willing to send that energy back. So you have to allow your heart to open. And this opening can only happen with people that do the same for you. So it's time for you to shift the group of people that you're surrounding yourself with, and to invite all those people in that are actually loving and kind and are reciprocating your love and stimulating your heart to open, because now your heart is a little bit closed off because of all the people taking advantage of your kind heart. So yeah, that's the last message I have for you. Let me show this beautiful picture again. You are this beautiful dragonfly. You are climbing up out of the mud and are ready to shine all those beautiful colors that you have. So that brings me to the end of the reading. I really hope it resonated. If it did, I would love to get a thumbs up. You can always subscribe to the channel by clicking on this subscription thingy over here and click on the bell to get notified every time I post a new upload. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye guys! Hello my lovely pile number 3. If you picked the Lovers with the seahorses and the rose quartz crystal, this is going to be your reading on what do I need to let go of. So the Lovers is all about decisions, and I feel for most of you this is about questioning yourself, second guessing yourself, not fully trusting your own decision-making skills. So what do you need to let go of is the need to fall back on others, ask them for help, ask them for advice, and really trusting yourself and your own decision-making skills, because you clearly have a lot of skills and you can make those decisions for yourself. You don't need their help. But maybe you are not seeing that right now. Let's take a look at all of these oracle cards and tarot cards, because we have quite a few and I'm really, really curious to see what they are. So the first one we have for you guys is express, to communicate, to make your thoughts and feelings known, and to allow truth to flow through. And we have boundary. So with this card being here, it's clear that you might be voicing your opinion, but at the same time, you're not fully trusting yourself. So whatever you need to make a decision on, it's like you're expressing it, like, I think I want to do this. What do you think? What would you do? And I feel like your own words don't hold enough power for you, or at least you don't trust them enough to go through with them, and you are more, or you're easily influenced by other people. I think you dismiss your own feelings, your own thoughts quite a lot, but we'll dig into that deeper in a second. We also have fear. What are you afraid of? What do you perceive to be the worst case scenario? What are you desperately trying to avoid and fight against right now? What is triggering and dysregulating your nervous system? So there might be a fear about making your own decisions. And maybe you've made a bad decision in the past and now you're afraid of really sticking to it, because what if it's the wrong decision? Like, what if I do something wrong? Maybe it'll cause a fight, or maybe I'll lose money, or It could be anything really, but the thing that's causing you not to trust your own decision-making skills is a fear. And I don't know if you guys know it, but fear is not you. It's something from your past being brought back into the now because you're focusing on it. So there is a need to release that fear or work through this fear for you to become more confident in your own self, in your decision-making skills, and it'll really help you in the future. I just saw 333 in the monitor. That might be significant. But let's see what else we have. We also have decision. So I did not look at all these cards beforehand, but I love how choice and decision are coming up. So yeah, do you know what your North Star is? Like, do you know what you want? Are you second guessing what you want or what you want to do? It is your decision to make. Don't let anybody else's opinion influence that. I think that you intuitively know what to do. I think that you're quite clear on that. But you are steering off course because other people might have a different opinion. But the thing is, they can have a different opinion, but they are not you. They don't have your experiences, they don't have your passions. And there's just a big need to trust yourself, trust your own skills, trust your intuition. You are clearly being guided. And I just saw 444 in the monitor. So you are being guided to a path of more stability, of a great home life. And your intuition is telling you where to go, but you're not trusting it because other people might tell you that it's not the right way. It might not be the right way for them, but it's definitely the right way for you. But you just need to trust that. So put that trust towards yourself. Don't put that trust in others. You can do that. Next up, we have manifest. So this indicates that you actually are a great manifester. You can manifest whatever you like. The thing is, you gotta know what you like, you gotta know what way you wanna go, and you've gotta be certain that that is what you want. The universe cannot help you if you are unsure. So if you're doubting yourself, if you're second guessing yourself, this manifestation is not able to come in. And I just saw 555. Clearly, a lot of change is about to happen for you guys. And I think this change will come when you're able to overcome these fears, stand in your own power, and take action to the things that you want in your life. And that action should be, like I said, you know where you want to go. Take action towards it. Don't let anybody else talk you out of it. You will get there. Now I have to pause for a second. My battery is about to die. Be right back. So, battery recharged, ready to go. What I was saying, you clearly know where you want to go. Don't let that fear hold you back. Don't let the opinions of others hold you back. Don't let it influence you, because maybe you have a road that's less traveled. With this compass, I clearly see that you're not supposed to do it the ordinary way. You're not supposed to live an ordinary life. So, I'm sorry, that's my dog. She heard something. Like I said, this is a wake-up call. You're not supposed to walk the road that's ordinary. These people that are talking to, they might express whatever they feel you need to do. But you will know what you need to do. And don't let them talk you out of it. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say. So the first one is the Four of Cups. I'm gonna put it right here and we'll talk about all the tarot cards when they're out on the table. So the Four of Cups, then we have, the Seven of Swords. There we go. Then we have the Ace of Wands, followed by the Ace of Swords. Ooh. And I think that these two came out together, so we'll keep that in mind. What does this mean? So with the Four of Cups being here, it's like you're feeling down on yourself. There is something that Spirit is trying to hand you, but you're not seeing it. We do see you having a companion, so that's a great thing. Whether this is a good friend or a pet, could be anything really. But I feel like the message that Spirit is trying to convey here is that you not listening to your own gut feeling, because the Four of Cups is about emotions. It's like you're only looking at the things that didn't go well. So maybe one cup spilled, like something happened in your past, and now it still influences you today. It causes you to not trust yourself, to not trust your own guidance. And we also see that with the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is an energy of manipulation, of sneaky energy. So this Seven of Swords could be two different things. It could be the opinion of others. Like we see a lot of swords just hanging there. And it's not just, usually it's depicted as one person walking away with some swords. But in this deck specifically, we just see these swords hanging. So it's like there are multiple opinions around you, surrounding you, and they cause a lot of confusion, or they just keep you stuck. It could also mean that you are mentally very active, that you have a lot of opinions in your own head. They might come from people from your past, like you can still hear the critical voices of other people in your life, like criticizing you. But it's time to let go of that. So maybe other people are actually sabotaging your manifestations, but it could also mean that you're sabotaging yourself with what would other people think? Or, oh, what if other people don't like me if I do that? Or what if it turns out badly or something goes wrong? Like that's the Seven of Swords energy. It's withholding you from what we're seeing right here. Like this Ace of Wands, it's so bright, it's so vibrant. The Ace of Wands is like a new inspiration, a passion. It's that new energy, like a new cycle. There's something great that's about to happen, something that you're very happy with. So it might be that something or someone is holding you back from trying something new. This could be a new creative pursuit, starting a business, getting into a relationship. The Lovers could be about a relationship, like maybe you're afraid to connect with someone on a deeper level because of your past, or because other people might look at this person in a different light. They might not see what you're seeing. But it's your life. And you know what to do. Your intuition is very clear. We have the Ace of Swords. It talks about clarity. So you know your inner truth. You have this clarity accessible to you. But first you need to quiet down whatever this is. Whether these are people, whether this is your own mind. Let that flow away. Focus on whatever you're feeling. Try to quiet this down. And something great is about to happen. Like these could also be new ideas coming in. New information coming in, a message coming in from someone. But we see a lot of passion, like a lot of love. There is something great about to happen. I feel like there is a big new beginning coming for you guys. And it can only manifest, whatever this is, whatever you want to manifest. It can only happen when you let go of this self-doubt, this criticism from other people, or the feeling that you need to please other people, or you need to listen to whatever they have to say. I do feel like you might need to express yourself, set clear boundaries with other people, like if you want to go for this, go for it. And Spirit is really encouraging you to really go for this new thing. We already saw that with that compass. Like, you've got a lot of information, you've got a lot of clarity about what it is that you want, and Spirit is really trying to just push you in that direction. I'm getting that a very, very clear energy about just go, just do it, try to let go of that fear. I know trying something new is never easy, but once you get started, it's like everything will open up. You will invite all of these manifestations in. And with the Four of Cups, we're seeing that you cannot see it now. Usually the Four of Cups is depicted as like a hand with a cup given towards someone that's not seeing it. So again, that message of maybe you're not seeing what possibility lies ahead, but just trust that there is something great that's about to manifest. But you have to fully commit, you have to fully go for it, and don't let anybody else stand in that way. Now let's take a look at some oracle cards. So the first one we have is release control. So it might be that others are trying to control you. It might be that your mind is trying to control you. Let that intuition guide you. Don't overthink it. Release that control. Just trust that whatever is about to manifest is going to help you. It's going to be for the better. You'll be so happy when this comes in. It really is a spark ignited. Release control, and you'll be happy when you do that. You will be so happy. Let's see what else we have. We also have keep your heart open. So I think that with this card, we're seeing that you might be a little bit closed off at this time. Like, your mind is in full control. You are fully in that mindset of like, how is this gonna happen? What do I need to change? Like, it's all mind energy. But what you need to do is feel your body, feel what your heart desires, and trust that intuition. That's what you need to do. And once your heart opens, it allows you to really draw in these manifestations. So try to move out of the head into the body, into your beautiful heart. Let's put it there. Now let's see what else we have. We have believe in your good luck. First quarter moon in Sagittarius. Yeah. So instead of thinking, what if it all goes wrong? Think about what happens if it all goes well. What if it turns out even better than you expected? Because Spirit really wants to give you this beautiful thing. And the only thing you're doing is worrying about what if it goes wrong? What if something bad happens? Or other people are trying to tell you, like, don't try it because it'll go wrong. But think about what would happen if it goes well. I mean, there are things that can go wrong, but then again, it'll be just a lesson learned and it will help you in the future. So, okay, there might be some hurdles, but with these two cards, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords, it's like you know what to do. Spirit will clearly guide you. You were meant to take this risk. You were meant to go for this great thing that you're trying to manifest. So believe that Spirit is trying to help you out and believe that it will go well. It will go better than expected. Of course, there might be a little hurdle every now and then, but there's just a great energy about it. I cannot stop talking about it. I'm sorry. Trust that everything will be well. Let's see what your last oracle card of this deck is. We have assess the situation. First quarter moon in Virgo. Yeah, I just saw 1111 on the monitor. So again, another synchronicity. about a new beginning, a fresh beginning. We have the Ace of Wands, we have the Ace of Swords. I saw 1111, all about a new start. Maybe try and plan it out. If you're so busy in your head anyway, you don't have to just dive in. You can plan. You can really just look at it from all different angles. Maybe you can already have like a little plan of the things that can go wrong and what you can do to prevent it. It might be like a very big step that we're talking about, and that's why it's so important. But if you are that smart to take all these opinions into account, or take all these things into account, all these worries, you can also think about solutions. And thinking about those solutions will help you in the future. So don't worry about it. Try to switch it around into problem-solving mode instead of creating problems mode. I mean, I know it's an easy thing to do, to think about everything that can go wrong. I'm a doom thinker myself quite a lot, but I'm trying to unlearn that part of me. And I'm trying to look at it in a more positive light. I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4, by the way. So it's all about leveling up. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're stepping up. You are leveling up in life. And this opportunity comes with it. And it might seem scary, but it is an opportunity. It's something good. And of course it's scary to try something new. But this is gonna be good. Trust me, guys. It's really gonna be good. You got 2 of these cards. The other groups only got 1. So you guys must be very special. Let's see what we have. We have Imrama with Where Are You Being Called to Journey To? So for some people here, maybe the majority of you, this is about travel. You might feel the urge to travel, especially with the compass as well. Like there is something about traveling or moving. So if you are feeling called to move to a different country, or called to move to a different state, a different city, do it. I mean, it sounds so easy, but you can plan it out. You don't have to do it right now. You can just start planning, start thinking about how you're going to do this, but it's clear that it is something that you need to do. It could also just mean try a different type of work. Like it could mean that you want to try a total different kind of work. For example, you might be working in a store at the register. It's not really suiting you anymore, and your biggest dream was working as a nurse. Then it might be the right time to start a course and just try this new thing. And there might be some fears popping up, like what if I'm not smart enough, or what if I fail, or what if I spend all that money and I can't even pull through. Well, assess the situation. What can I do to prevent that? And what are some good study techniques that might help me out? You can definitely do this. You're guided to do this. You're guided to take this step. Go for it. We have one other card. Let's see what this one says. We have the Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. Yeah. Like, you're so clearly guided. I don't even need to tell you all this stuff. You know this. And I think that you have learned a lot over time. And I think that your vibration is definitely rising, and you are rising above your current situation. So the things that are present in your life are just not in alignment with you anymore, and it's time for a big change. It's time to change things up. It's time to stir the pot. You're rising. It's time for this change. So let go of that fear. Try to go with the flow, because this flow is only leading you up. You're not gonna fall down. There might be like some fog in between. It might not be like a clear line up. It might be a little bit this and that, but you are going up. You are guided up. Don't worry about the details. Don't worry about the small things. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's what I'm hearing. Spirit is guiding you. They will help you along the way. If you need assistance, just ask them. They're right there with you. And clearly, you are receiving their messages. Probably through synchronicity. So you might be seeing a lot of 333, 555, 111, stuff like that. Just know that whenever you see that, you're on the right path. And I think for you especially, it's going to be 111 and 1111. So the thing that you really desire, the thing that you want to manifest with the manifest card, you're going towards it. You're going sky high. Don't worry. Let go of that fear. Or even if you're afraid, go for it anyway. Just do it. I'm almost like a Nike commercial or something like that. I'm sorry. Okay, last card for you guys, my lovely pile number 3. We have this beautiful card from the Lemuria deck. Let's see what it has to say. So we have the Sound of the Universe. This card signifies those pivotal moments that transcend belief, remind us of greater reality and influences, so that life will never be the same again. It symbolizes the sound of the universe. Having your world shaken up, even a little, can invite a closer glimpse of the great mystery of life. There are myriad ways to peek behind the veil of the mundane. Ecstatic dance, spiritual exploration, and creative pursuits are just a few. Aim to imbue this awareness in your everyday existence so you can avoid the sudden wake-up calls. Listen for the hidden music, harmony, and wonder of your multidimensional world. So yeah, the universe is calling for you. The universe is speaking to you. And as you can see, it's like creative pursuits. There is something creative that's calling your attention. And you might feel drawn to creating a TikTok channel for making content like this, or you might love baking and you want to show that to the world. Spirit is telling you, go for it. If that's your passion, go for it. It might not be an overnight shift. You might not get Insta famous or TikTok fame within a day, but if you keep working towards it, you keep putting energy towards it, even if other people believe it's impossible, you're fully capable of getting there. And you'll have so much joy along the way because it's something that you love. And people realize that. If you do something that you love, it will draw in a lot of people. They know that you're sincere. They know that you're passionate. And things will start to open up for you. Possibilities will open up for you. And every time you feel like you're stuck, follow that little nudge that you have and just follow all those breadcrumbs and you will find your way up. So that was the last message for you, my lovely pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it resonated. If it did, please give me a like or a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, you can subscribe to my channel, click on the notification bell to get notified. And yeah, I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye guys!